It's the Drum Hang, and I'm Chris Smith. Today's drummer of the day, Tyshawn Sorey. So if you didn't know, now you know. Tyshawn Sorey is one of the most creative, innovative, exciting, and dynamic drummers in all of modern music. He is very active today. You can follow him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He's always posting things he's practicing, recent musical collaborations he's been a part of. He's very active, and he's a very inspiring individual to follow their career and their drumming. He's also an amazing composer. He recently just received a new professorship at the University of Pennsylvania, UPenn, where he's teaching composition. So not only is he a genius drummer, he's a genius composer. So one of the aspects of his drumming that has always struck me is his hands. He has such amazing technique and fluid ability with his hands to seemingly play anything. And that takes us to today's Quickie. All the great jazz drummers were great snare drummers. I don't think that you could name me, I dare you, name me one great jazz drummer that wasn't also a great snare drummer. The greatest drummers were the greatest rudimental snare drummers, and they applied that to then the drums. It also helped them know how to play the cymbals. If you beat up the snare drum, you're going to beat up your cymbals. So it's all interrelated. Now, how do we get from the great jazz drummers who were great rudimental drummers to drummers who have weak hands? We got to get there somehow. There's the Pratt book, there's the Wilcoxon books, and all these great rudimental snare drum solos which need to be practiced. I loved practicing them as a kid, and I still do. There's one other exercise, though, that I feel is really important. It's an exercise that I've practiced my whole life, and I confidently say that this one exercise has really given my hands every little bit of ability that I have today, okay? This exercise was given to me in 5th grade by my 5th grade band teacher, Jerry Bertrand. Now, Jerry Bertrand was a trumpet player, and he taught all the instruments in the band, but he was a great music educator, and he gave me some really amazing things to practice right off the bat. This is one of them. It's a double-stroke roll exercise that goes from hits to bounces to hits, from slow to fast to slow. Now, what you're really gaining here is you're gaining experience with using full wrist strokes. So you're not using your arm, you're using full wrist strokes for your hits, your doubles. Wrist, wrist, both the same no matter which hand. Getting the tip of the stick up and really using your wrist. Now, as you speed that up, you're going to hit a point where you can't play hit doubles anymore. You're going to have to switch to bounces. At that point, now you're getting your fingers and your wrists involved in getting bounces. At that point, the name of the game is consistency in volume and consistency with no accents, okay? So when you're doing your doubles really hard, you're probably going to play loud because your muscles are tense. The second you go to bounces, everything lightens up because you're not pushing down on the drum as hard. So your volume gets softer. We don't want that. Try to maintain the same volume throughout. Also, when you go to bounces, the tendency is to accent the first one. Don't do it. Use your finger more, use your wrist more to make sure that your second bounce is as loud as your first. So, slow to fast to slow, hits to bounces to hits. Not changing the dynamic throughout the one exercise. The one thing that I'll change is when I do the exercise again, or I'll do the exercise tomorrow, I'll do it at a different dynamic. So then I'm practicing my dynamic range also. Same dynamic throughout the whole exercise, but the next time I do the exercise, I pick a different dynamic. Soft, really, really soft, mezzo forte, double forte, you pick it, but work on your dynamics also. So here's the exercise. Starting with hits, nice full wrist strokes. Still wrist, smaller stroke, but still wrist, bounces, speeding up bounces. Now at the top, you keep it here. Now back off, bounces, hits, that was nerve-wracking doing for you because I wanted it to be perfect, and of course it wasn't. I got softer when I went to bounces, and there's also a couple times where right when I switched to bounces, the fulcrum in my left hand got wonky, and it felt like I was going to drop the stick, and it also that caused difference in my volume. So there were several things there that, having done it and analyzed it in real time, I definitely could have done better. But that's the exercise. You know, you're working on so many things in basically that 1 minute. It's incredible. You will feel the results, you will hear the results, and I swear this is the single greatest gift you could give to your hands and your technical ability on the snare drum that will then help you go to the Pratt solos, go to the Wilcoxon solos, and be able to play them more efficiently, you know, cleaner, faster. And that's really what rudimental snare drum, and as a result of rudimental snare drum, great jazz drumming on the entire drum set and the cymbals is all about. So I hope this quickie is helpful. I know it will be. As I said, it's helped me immensely. So double strokes. Let's hear yours. Let's see if we can hear the difference when you go from hits to bounces and back. But have fun with it. Be your own best teacher, and let me know how it's going. Thanks for checking out the Drum Hang. Please stay safe, healthy, and positive during this crazy time, and I will see you back here soon with another video. Take care. Thanks.